Hello everyone, this is Shiro here. Welcome to my KOF98 Ultimate Match Online video. Okay, wait, I think the music is a bit loud. Okay, so I think today video topic we're gonna do another character introduction. So with me saying that, kind of guess that who am I gonna introduce today? Okay, basically I'm gonna introduce today Mei Li, okay, because global side she's coming out, guys. Okay, she's coming out. Mei Li is coming out for the global side. So because of that, I will need to do a character introduction to give you guys an idea on what type of fighter Mei Li is. Okay, whether she's good and things like that. Okay, since we are on the subject of female fighter, okay, I would like to go back. I know that for the global side, you guys has already gotten Athena 02. Okay, Athena 02 here. So Athena 02, I will definitely do a character introduction for her because she is the core for all female fighters. Wrong. She is the core for female fighter team. Okay, basically that was what I'm trying to say. Okay, she's the core for female fighter team. So I'll come back to her in the near future. But right now, today we're gonna touch on Mei Li first. Okay, after that, I will touch on the female team formation as a whole. Okay, but not in today's video. In the next video. Okay, in the next video. So today we're gonna talk about Mei Li. She's a bit different from, I think, Japan server or the China server. I can't really remember, but I know she's a little bit different from the other regions. Okay, but I think global, I did a check, global and Asia side is the same. I think Taiwan is also the same. Okay, but doesn't really matter. Okay, because right now she is in the global server, so I'm gonna just introduce her as what she is now. Okay, so she is API 14 fighter, meaning to say she is a boss character. She's a gang type fighter. Gang. So I mentioned before, all gang fighters, their stats, okay, overall are average and they are naturally an all-rounder. Okay, so critical 15%, anti-crit 20%, crit power 20%, block 15%, pierce rate is a little bit low, only 10%, block power at 20%, okay, 19.94, damage at 13%, resistance rate at 23%. So you guys can see, okay, it's quite average, okay, quite average all rounder. The feature that the developers give her, okay, is Justice Punch and Killer Mark. Okay, I'm sorry that there's no mouse pointer, okay, because in my previous video there is, but after I updated my OBS, I can't take back, I can't have the mouse pointer back. So try and follow me, okay? Under the feature is Justice Punch and Killer Mark. Okay, Justice Punch and Killer Mark. So later you see her skills, then you guys will understand why. Okay, her fate. First fate, Koreans. You need to own Mei Li, Kim, Chang, and Choi. Okay, this is very easy to get. Okay, basically by now I'm sure everyone has Kim, Chang, and Choi. Okay, if you do not have any of these fighters, something is seriously wrong. Okay. New woman fighter. Okay, Mei Li, Lee Xiangfei, Hinako Shiro. Right now, even for the Asia server, we are not able to unlock her second fate. Okay, because Hinako is still not out yet for the Asia server. Third fate, Battle Limit. You need to own Mei Li, Robert 02, and new Mr. Karate. Okay, you need to own these three fighters. It's a little bit hard to unlock, okay, because these three are all bosses. You need to spend diamonds to get them. For the global side, Robert 02 and new Mr. Karate is not out yet. Okay, I feel for you guys, especially for those running Snake Genesis formation and Tiger Genesis formation. I feel you guys, because I don't know why the global GM decided to push forth the female fighters first. Okay, compared to releasing Robert and New Mr. Karate. Okay, I'm not really sure what they're trying to do. Maybe Wild Bear Soul, Tiger Genesis, Snake Genesis, all this is already out. So I think maybe the developers wanted to push out the female team and have everyone in the global to have a so-called like fair playing field. Okay, this is my theory. Okay, so to have a fair playing field, then they start to introduce in more powerful fighters to enhance the current Genesis formations in the game. This is what I think they are trying to do. Okay, because for the Asia side, they kind of screw up. Okay, because certain fighters they release them very late, like Nameless. Nameless came out too late, and it became a problem whereby they make Turtle Soul Genesis formation a bit late into the game and kind of weak compared to your Tiger Soul, your Snake Genesis. Okay, because they added in Robert and New Mr. Karate, and those two Genesis formation became so powerful that Wild Bear Soul and Turtle Genesis and even a female team is not able to compete on par. So this is why I think maybe global side they are pushing out female team first, then followed by the rest. Okay, back to the topic. I do not want to divert away too far. Okay, so the last 3 fate. Okay, Hero's Awakening, you need to have Hero's Belt, which is her weapon, Meilee's weapon, followed by Guild Badge and Kickboxing Tome to unlock the last 2 fates. Okay, her fight soul, she is a Rock Tiger Soul. Okay, Tiger Soul, standard, any fighter that dies, Meilee will recover Rage. Okay, recover Rage when ally or enemy dies. But she has another part. Okay, initial Rage increase. She has a little bit of Wild Bear Soul in her. Okay, with that being said, that doesn't mean that at the first round she can ultimate. It is not a full Wild Bear Soul. It's just a little bit of Wild Bear Soul. She cannot ultimate at first round. Okay, just to take note, guys. Okay, her skill, Heroic Mode. Okay, this is gonna be long. Let me just read through the whole skill first. Then I do a breakdown or explanation slowly, part by part. Heroic Mode, her passive ability. When 2 or more allies die, Meilee will turn into Heroic Mode next round. Dispelling own debuff, max rage, and recover HP to self. Okay. Skill guaranteed the first round after entering Heroic Mode. Meilee will flag the highest HP and highest attack enemy each round. Maximum up to 3 stacks. Okay, the bracket here. When Meilee uses any skill, will add a flag to the target also. At the beginning of every round, increase front row ally with lowest proportion HP 10% block rate, and against flag enemy increase 5%. Okay, up to maximum 40%. If Meilee is in Heroic Mode, will increase 10% HP drain and additional 2% for flag enemies, up to maximum 20%. Okay, her passive below here, increase control resistance 20% at level 1. Okay, so let me break it down. The first part, in order for Meilee to go into Heroic Mode, okay, 2 or more allies have to die. When this happens, the next round, she will go into Heroic Mode. You can tell by when she changes her fighting pose. Okay, when she changes her fighting pose, you can tell. Okay, so what will happen when she go into Heroic Mode? Okay, a few things will happen. She will dispel all debuff on herself. Number 1. Number 2, she will instantly get full rage. Okay. Number 3, she will recover HP to herself. Okay, she will recover HP. Okay. And then skill on the round that she goes into heroic mode, she will be guaranteed to use her skill. Okay, her skill activation will be 100%. Okay, so that is the first part. The second part, melee will flag the higher HP and highest attack enemy each round. This, okay, the second part, she doesn't have to go into heroic mode. Okay, the moment she's in the battle, this effect will start happening. Okay, the flagging, basically the flagging. Okay, so when she flags your enemy opponent either by skill, okay, or by just the turn of round, okay, basically higher HP, higher attack, she will flag. When up to 3 stun. Up to 3 stun is the maximum stacks. Okay, so what happened? Basically later we'll look at her ultimate, then you guys will know what are the flagging for. At the beginning of every round, okay, increase front row ally with lowest proportion HP 10% block rate, and against flag enemy increase 5%. Okay, so this is a little bit confusing. From what I understand, okay, at the beginning of every round, your front row ally, okay, the fighter with the lowest HP, okay, will get 10% block rate. Okay, and your opponent, okay, if your opponent fighter has flag on them, okay, meaning to say either 1, 2 or 3 flags, okay, when the opponent fighter attacks your ally fighter with the lowest HP, okay, the ally fighter will get additional 5% for each flag on the enemy that attack that fighter, which means that let's say your own fighter, the lowest HP has 10% block, and the opponent fighter has 3 flags, and if that opponent fighter, the enemy fighter, happens to attack your ally fighter which already has the lower HP and 10% block rate, the 3 flags on him will have like 5%, okay, 5% additional block for your fighter, which means that 10 plus 5% is 15%. Okay, this is what I understand. Okay, if any of you guys feel that I'm wrong on this part, please feel free to correct me. Okay, especially those who have melee. Okay, but this is so far from what I understand. Okay, so I maximum up to 40%. The last part of this passive, if melee is in heroic mode, will increase 10% HP drain. Okay, she will get HP drain when she's in heroic mode, and additional 2% for flag enemies. Okay, when she hits a flag enemy, is another 2% HP drain to the enemy. Okay, so this is her passive. Let's look at her skill. Okay, triple kick and flash thunder punch. Attack a column. Okay, her skill attacks a column. Decrease target 10% resistance rate for 2 rounds. Adding flag to both targets, which means that the front fighter and the back fighter in that column. Each flag will help melee recover 10% HP, up to maximum 60%. So 10%, maximum 3 flags, 30% in front, 30% behind, maximum 60%. If target flag is already max 3, will decrease target 200 rage. In heroic mode, 25% chance to stun the target. Okay, so if melee is not heroic mode, okay, when she will attack a column. When she attacks a column, okay, she will add a flag to the enemy. For every flag, is a 10% HP recovery when she hits the enemy again. And if the enemy has maximum of 3 flags, okay, when she uses skills on them, will decrease the target 200 rage. Okay, heroic mode, additional 25% chance to stun the target. Okay, her ultimate, okay, also quite long. Animal kick and melee bomb. Okay, animal kick, okay, which is normal mode, which is not heroic mode. Attack single target, dealing 40% splash damage, 25% chance to stun target. Also adding immutability to self at the same time. What is immutability? Basically is increase own resistance rate 20%. When melee HP is below 40%, will instantly recover 50% HP and will go into heroic mode next round. Immutability lasts 2 rounds. Okay, then this is the second part. Okay, when she goes into heroic mode, attack single flag enemy, absorbing the flag. Okay, which means that when she's heroic mode and when she ultimates and hits a flag enemy, she will remove the flag. Okay, for every flag on the enemy will increase damage by 20% and 5% critical rate. If the target is not killed, melee attack will increase by 15% for 2 rounds. Okay, so not sure if you guys kinda understand what her ultimate does. Okay, basically her skill, her ultimate, her passive has 2 parts, 2 general parts. Her normal mode and her heroic mode. So her ultimate, under normal mode, basically attack single target, dealing 40% splash damage. Okay, 25% chance to stun target. Okay, and adding the immutability effect, basically increase own resistance rate by 20%, and if melee HP below 40% will instantly recover to 50%. I believe that this part is instantly recover to 50% HP and not instantly recover 50% of her total HP. This will be too much. Okay, and we'll go into heroic mode next round. Okay, this is provided 2 fighters or more goes down. Okay, so the second part is quite straightforward. Okay, attack single target, absorb the flag. For every flag absorb will increase damage by 20% and 5% crit rate. If the target has 3 flags on them, and melee ultimates hits them, okay, it will be a increased damage of 60% and 15% critical rate, which most of the time is a critical, and most of the time is a one-shot kill. If I'm not wrong, from what I understand, not only her ultimate will have this effect, her ultimate will also target the fighter with the highest flag count, which means that if the opponent team, okay, some has 1 flag, some has 2 flags, but one of them has 3 flags. When melee ultimates, she will go for the fighter with 3 flags, no matter they are in front or behind. This is what I have been saying. This is what I have noticed. Okay, basically this is what I have noticed. So same thing. If you guys feel that I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. Okay. Basically, all my videos, what I do is it's all up for discussion for everyone to learn. Okay, and everyone to enjoy this game. Okay, so basically below here, I'm not sure why below has 2, but I think maybe because it's the first ultimate, the animal kick and the melee bomb. Okay, for the second part. Okay, so wow. Okay, just the skill alone took us quite some time to go through. Okay, now we will go look at her gates. Okay, but you guys can see I do not have her. Okay, she's not in my roster, so I cannot look at her gates page. But thanks for the app that our community members has done, which I have already featured before. Okay, the UG KOF98 app. Okay, we will refer to the app instead. Okay, so we'll take a look at Meilee's second gate. Okay, which is the leg gate. Okay, her leg gate. So also very long. Okay, we'll go through slowly. Okay, increase own control resist. Okay, when Melee enters the match, if Jin-Hoon is an ally, he will gain the full control resist effect of Meilee's superhero mode. Okay, this is not super. They call it superhero mode here, but it's actually, but in the Asia server, in the global server, they call it heroic mode. Okay. When 2 or more allies dies, melee will turn into heroic mode. Next round, dispelling all debuff. Max rage and recover 50% HP to self. Skill guarantee first round after entering heroic mode. Okay, basically most of these are the same. I don't want to go through I don't want to reread the whole thing again. So let us jump and see which what is different. Okay. So the below here, okay, at the beginning of every round, increase front row ally with lowest HP proportion to 15% block rate. Okay, originally was 10%, but now it's 15%. And against flat enemy, increase 5%. Okay, previously was it 2%? Okay, let us take a look again. Kind of forget. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's still the same 5%. Okay, still the same 5%. Okay, let's go back. Okay. Additionally, increase the critical rate of the ally with the highest attack by 10%, with additional 2% for heroes marked up to 20%. Okay, this is the flag. Basically, this is the flag. If melee is in heroic mode, additionally increase the critical power by 5% with additional 2% for heroes marked up to 15%. If melee is in heroic mode, will increase 15% HP drain and additional 2% for flag enemies. Okay, so you guys got all of that. Okay, basically there's a few main parts. Okay, I'm sorry you guys cannot see my mouse cursor. Okay, but basically is the first part. Okay, increase own control resist. Immediately she has control resist. Okay, when melee enters the match in Jin-hoon. Okay, Jin-hoon is a character that was released in the Korean server. I am not sure if he's coming for the global or for the Asia server, because Asia server we do not have Jin-hoon. I think China also do not have Jin-hoon. Okay, so I'm not sure whether it's coming for global or not. Okay, so just put that aside. Okay, so basically it's the only difference with a late skill is the numbers is a bit higher, like from 10% to 15% block rate, and then 10% additional damage. Okay, I think this is the same if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 10%. Basically it's only the block rate is increased up to 15%, and then the last part, okay, is increase 50% HP drain. Okay, actually this all this is the same, just that the block rate is increased. So this is her leg skill. Okay, her leg gates. Okay, let us look at her thunder gate. Okay, thunder gate. Her thunder gate is a bit different. Attack a column, decrease target 15% resistance rate. Okay, and block rate for 2 rounds. Okay, let me try. Okay, it's a little bit hard to see, I know. Let me. Okay, not sure you guys can see. Okay, here is 10%. Okay, origin is 10%, but now it's 15%. Okay, 2 rounds. Then each flag will help melee recover 15% HP. Okay, with gates unlocked, previously was 10%. If target flag is already max, okay, will decrease target 200 rage. Okay, it's the same. Okay, 200 rage is the same. Okay, and in heroic mode, 35% chance to stun target. Previously was 25% chance. Okay, you guys can see. Okay, so this is her thunder gate. Okay, the last one. Okay, which is her 6th gate. Okay, her 6th gate. 6th gate, a little bit different. Okay, basically the splash is 50% now. Originally 40%. Okay, 25% chance to stun target. Okay, previously now it's 30% chance to stun target. Okay, on top of that, she also adds a decrease all attack targets resistance by 15%. Okay, so her ultimate actually becomes more painful. Okay, adding immutability to cell at the same time, increase own resistance rate and block rate 20 to 35%. Previously was 20%. now it's 35%. HP below 40% will instantly recover HP 50%. This is the same. Okay. Heroic mode. Okay. Melee bomb. Attack single flag enemy, absorbing the flag. For every flag, increase current attack damage by 30% and critical rate by 15% for every flag. Previous just now was 20% and 5%. Okay, now it's different. Now it's 30% and 15%. Also deal additional damage equals to 2% of target's max HP for every mark. So increase more damage. If enemy is killed by this ultimate, melee gains additional 500 rage. If enemy is not killed, melee gains 25% damage for 2 rounds and 10% of current ultimate's damage will be converted to her own HP. Okay? So this is a bit long-winded. Okay, a bit long-winded. So, what does this tell you? Basically, melee hits like a truck. Okay, she hits like a tank basically. Especially when she goes into heroic mode. She is a pure DPS, pure damage dishing fighter. She only does one thing: kill, like K like that, just to kill. No CC, no nothing. It's just pure damage. So for her esoteric stones, you just need to go for DPS HP. Okay, just remember DPS is the main thing. Okay, this is what you need to give her for DPS. So hope you guys understand what melee is all about and how good she is. She is quite good, I must say, in a female team, because Antina actually buffs the female team. On top of that, if you do not want to put her inside a female team, she's also very viable on her own. She can be in any other team also. You can even put her in a Wild Tiger Soul Genesis, not Wild Tiger, Tiger Soul Genesis formation, because she's a Tiger Soul, and she will do a lot of damage and she will take down a lot of fighters for your Tiger Soul Genesis formation to regain rage and to ultimate non-stop. This is her strong points, basically just to deal damage and to kill off fighters. Okay, so hopefully today's character introduction of melee gives you guys an idea whether you should go for her or not. Okay, anything, please feel free to let me know and ask me. I'll try my best to answer them. And with that, I see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!